Brainiac apparently could be the villain, which we kind of thought, but James Gunn hints that way, teases it. Looks like that's going to be the thing. The Witcher season 4 apparently is going to cost $27 million an episode. Weapons is getting a prequel, and there's a lot of other things that we'll discuss. I went and saw Smashing Machine last night. I had an interview, and yet, because I did those two things, someone said I should change the name of the show because I wasn't here. Holy moly. Makes me feel nice, but give me a break. Holy moly indeed. All right, let's get to it, everybody. It's myself, Mike Kalinowski. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is Tuesday. Lots of things to cover on the show, and doing that with me today, Mike Kalinowski with the much better camera and microphone. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, man.
So, give you a break. What are you, Nell Carter?
I couldn't believe it. Look, I was very humbled that people, like, there were so many comments going, "Well, he's not here again." I missed last week. I missed on Monday because I saw 2 screenings. People go, "You don't review enough." I see 2 screenings last week. I saw what was it? After the Hunt, and then that Colin Farrell, Margot Robbie movie.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, tomorrow. And then I saw a movie on Sunday, which is a movie called In Your Dreams, which is a Netflix animation movie. I don't really know how much I'm really allowed to say about it yet, but I went because I was going to be interviewing the director. What a story this guy had, dude. It was such a great story. So this director, Alex Wu, he started off, he was like 22 years old in NYU, maybe 21, 22. He writes and does this short animation film. It gets a lot of attention. From that, Lucasfilm sees him, gives him a job in animation back when they were starting up the film division. He meets with George. George gives him a job. He designs the look in Clone Wars for Anakin and some other big characters. Leaves, goes to Pixar, works on Ratatouille for his first movie. Worked on Finding Dory, Cars 2, Good Dinosaur, tons of things. Then he goes and starts his own animation studio called Cuckoo Studios. Netflix picks it up, one of his shows. And then in 2017, with Netflix picking up their animation, they give him a movie. He's got to go through all these different, COVID and everything too. So, and animation takes a while to make. And here we are today, and he's got this movie, and it's really, really good. It's a really good movie. So I got to sit down and talk with him from yesterday. I had to go into the city at like 10. He's in town from San Francisco. So I go in and rent the studio because it's like, this is something the audience is going to want to see. And I'm going to put it on one of the live shows. So I go in there, record this whole thing. Then I go, and I had a good phone call about the pilot while I was there. I met some friends, had a conversation about some other things, work related. And then I met Matt Serra into the city at like 6 o'clock to go see the Smashing Machine, another movie that we're going to talk about on the show here today. It's another one. I was like, okay. So I go and see it, and it was a very busy day for the channel in general. And then Roxy and Roca held down the fort, did a great show. And I see these comments, and it's like, another show when he's not here. I'm like, I'm not like skiing. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm doing stuff for the channel. And it's like, and some people, and again, I am so humbled by it because it means they wanted to see me and they want to like do the show with me. One guy, it's like, it's called the Kristian Harloff Show. He's never here, which is such an exaggeration. He's like, he should change the name of the show. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not in Rio. Rio. It was hilarious though. Anyway, there are going to be times that I'm going to have to miss the show because it's gonna go to a place where
it's because you just don't care. That's all right.
That's 100%. 100%. No, so if I got to go into the city, that's what's going to happen. So anyway, it was a very productive day, and I guess we just start with that. I saw the Smashing Machine. The Rock's really good in this movie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you remember you and I were talking about it. You're like, can he get past like playing The Rock?
Yeah,
and he certainly can.
Okay,
He certainly can. He's great in it. There are some like sports cliche from what you see, normally in these types of things. Like it's like it follows the beats like any biopic, but the way that it's shot, the way Safdie shoots it, it does feel like you're watching almost weird because it's based off this Smashing Machine documentary, and it looks like real footage. Like when he's walking to the ring, like sometimes when they shoot whether it's boxing, UFC, it looks like a movie.
Yeah,
this looks like footage from the actual event.
Gotcha.
Like the way that they shoot.
Yeah. It looked like that in one of the trailers I saw. So yeah, all right.
Yeah. So it was really solid. And the chemistry between The Rock and Emily Blunt is why you go to see the movie. Between the both of them, like that's really it. Will the movie itself be nominated? I don't think so, but I think he will. I think he'll get nominated for this.
Okay,
which is a big career moment for him. He puts it all out there, and having a great partner as someone as great as Emily Blunt is, and you can see what she brings out of him, and allows him to feel comfortable going to the places he needs to go in this movie. You could probably tell, like, oh, thank God she was there, because like,
gotcha. Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, better than anybody. So it's like when you have a partner that's going to be that giving, that you guys, it's like a back and forth. It's a partnership, and they clearly have a partnership there. So I think I took Matt Serra with me, which is perfect. This is a great story.
Here we go.
This is great. So and God bless this guy. So we get to I'll admit I was very polite, but I'm a real pain in the ass when it comes to where I need to sit. I always get there early for press screenings because there's no assigned seats, and you get there early and you choose seats. And for IMAX, it's an IMAX screening. I sit all the way in the back because I cannot watch a movie like this. If I watch a movie like that, I will not objectively be able to watch it because I'm going to be just thinking about, oh my God, I hate watching like this. I can't see. So I got there early. When I get there, they gave tickets to the press because there was tickets and a fan screening. So they give the tickets, and they give me like G, which is like almost in the front row. And I'm like, no.
Oh, so they're giving you assigned seats?
Yes. Getting there better. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. So there were tons of seats in the back, all the way in the back. So I took one of them because I thought it was a mixture. I thought the press got assigned, and I thought that if you were fan screening, you just picked. So then I found out that wasn't the case, that you got it online, you got seats. I'm like, I'm not going to steal somebody's seat. If it was an open seat, fine, but I'm not going to steal somebody's seat who was there. So I'm like, shit. So as I told Sarah, I go, look, I'm going to be a pain in the ass on this. I said, I'm going to ask them if they have. I said, I'm going to ask them if they have. I go, if they don't, if it's only, I'm probably going to look for another screening because I'm not going to be able to objectively be able to watch this. You want to stay? That's totally cool. He's like, yeah, whatever you want to do. The people who were giving out the screening stuff couldn't have been nicer. And they're like, yeah, we actually have one that was like second to back. It was like M is the last row, L was the one that they gave us, and they were great. And the people were awesome. They were really, really nice, and they understood. So we're there, and obviously it's a mixed screening. And Matt Serra is a former UFC welterweight champion. He gets recognized, and some people are taking pictures with him and stuff. And there were some, Schmodown fans there too, and it was nice after the movie. So the character's name is Mark Kerr, right? So So Matt and I are taking pictures with people in the hallway because people are coming up and recognized Matt, recognized myself, and we're taking pictures. So we're leaving. We shoot her out of the theater, and this guy's waiting for us. And he comes over and he goes, hey Mark, can I get a photo? And we both don't know who he's talking to, right? And he goes, I see. and Matt thought he was talking to me and thought I was Mark Ellis, right? And then I'm like, and then he looks again. He goes, can I get a picture? And Matt goes, sure. He's like, but Matt goes, well, what's my name? And he goes, Mark. And he's like, Mark? He goes, yeah, you're Mark Kerr. I'm like, did you just see the movie? Like, how do you think Matt Serra is Mark Kerr? and his friend set him up. He goes, they told me over there that was Mark Kerr. And I'm like, your friends are messing with you, right? And so Matt would have taken a picture with the guy too, but the guy was like, he thought he was Mark Kerr. And I'm like, how do you, I'm like, and I said, no, he's a former UFC champ. Like, and again, we were very nice to the guy, but they set him up. They set the poor guy up.
Or the guy see him and go, "Nah, I don't want pictures with you guys."
No, he did. He
just
didn't
left.
know, he just looked embarrassed because his friends set him up.
Of course, he's embarrassed.
His friends go, "That's Mark Kerr," and I'm like, you just watched the movie. Mark Kerr is like 6'4" and like a monster, right? And even now, after they show him like afterwards, he looks nothing like Matt Serra. Like if you thought he was Joe Rogan, or Ming, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
little harmless fun.
It was the best. It was the best. Anyway, so that's my kind of my thoughts on the movie. I highly recommend, especially if you want to see it. You think that if The Rock can pull it off, he does. He pulls it off. He accomplishes his goal of being taken serious as a dramatic actor. It's the first movie. I mean, maybe I've got to go back and watch Faster and Snitch. I haven't seen those in quite a while, but it's the first, and maybe the Get Shorty sequel, whatever it was. But it's the first movie in quite a long time where he wasn't playing The Rock.
Okay.
Like nice. he was a different. Even when he shaves his head in one part of the movie, right? And he looks like The Rock. But even then, I'm like, yeah, he looks like The Rock normally does right now.
I think they did some prosthetics to him, didn't they?
They did. They did
like
something
his
with his
brow
face
and
something. But not just that though. By the time they do that, he's transformed so much in making me believe that he was already Mark Kerr. That even though I was like, yeah, I've seen him like that. He did, and he's also like, I see why he lost the weight though, dude. Like you can't walk around with him like that. The guy looked like he looked like Thing, just not orange. He was huge. So that's my my thoughts on the Smashing Machine. What do you guys think? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. All right, Mike. Let's get into this first one because this was one that I thought you would like. And James Gunn's out there talking about Superman and the next one and the next movie. And so we got some info here. They kept talking about Brainiac, and everybody thought Brainiac would be the next one with this Lex Luthor Superman movie coming out. So Man of Tomorrow, there is the script right there, and he's kind of teasing. Right, you see the brain, and
I see it. Yeah,
this is on purpose what he's doing. He's letting people know that Brainiac's going to be in the movie. DC Studios co-chief and Superman writer director James Gunn has posted a photo of the script for Superman's sort of sequel, Man of Tomorrow, which Gunn is directing next. Photo shows the cover page for the script, an old school medical illustration of a non-human humanoid figure dissected with its unusual anatomy seen in profile. Many are interpreting the picture as being a clear indication of the DC villain Brainiac serving as the villain of the film. Character has appeared in many TV interpretations of the Superman franchise, but not on film before. As previously reported, the film sees Lex Luthor and Superman having to work together to a certain degree against a much, much bigger threat, assuming that is Brainiac. Filming on the project gets underway in April next year for July 2027 release. The reveal comes as a new deleted scene from Superman has gone online. This one showing off a big Crypto and Mr. Terrific moment in the film, which hits disc tomorrow. In the scene, Terrific manages to convince Crypto to follow him and then attempts to get Supergirl's pet to fly him through Metropolis' skies. Instead, he takes a bite out of the hero's foot. Finally, Gunn also says that they have a really, really good story now in place for the upcoming The Brave and the Bold film, according to Gunn on YMH Studios. So, yeah, that's the scene there. Okay, well, let's start with Brave and the Bold, because on yesterday's show, there's a report, and everybody's been talking about this forever, that Muschietti wasn't going to do it. Now, this hasn't been confirmed. I don't know if Gunn has since debunked this report or not. The audience can tell me in the comments if they've seen that. I do not think Andy Muschietti will be doing this.
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't think he's going to be doing it, and I don't think he should, to be honest. I think he should do something else right now. I like him as a filmmaker. I liked it. There's a lot of The Flash that I actually like more than most people do, but there's a lot that didn't work, and I hated his answers for some of the reasons why some of the things didn't work. But I also think you need really good will from the audience going into it, and you need to bring somebody in that the audience is like, let's go. I think you got to do that for Brave and the Bold. I don't think that excitement is there for Muschietti. You could get it back if he does a good movie. There's certain, but I don't think he's going to do it. So as far as the script goes, that's why I kind of think that this might be real, that he's not doing it, because now the information's coming out that he's got this script. He likes the script. It's happening. I think they find out that we're going to get the script. It's going to be ready to go. We're going to find a Batman, and then Andy Muschietti has scheduling issues now and can't do it. That's what they're going to give him an out. So, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's tough to say because, again, like you, there's a lot in the Flash that I do like, and I think he was saddled with a problematic actor that he had to make work. They were at a place where the whole universe DC was not knowing what it was doing, and he kept having to reshoot and rechange and move his script around. But what works for me is that first Batman action sequence. Like when I saw that, I was like, this guy, if he does Batman, he at least gets the action of it and can shoot it in a kinetic way. And like, I think people forget, they have such a short memory. Like when it came out, that movie was killed. And like, everyone was like, oh, get him to do everything now. It's just like, I don't know, man. I got a little loyalty to him because he made some movies I liked and some stuff with Batman I liked. I can't think of a director out there right now that I'd want to see do a Batman movie.
Yeah,
like,
but that's one of those things you're just not thinking about it. If names started popping up.
No, I don't. If they're going to do someone, I don't want some well-known director that's got a great style that we all love to pop in and do it. I would rather them find the next Russo brothers or find,
like that. Yeah, that's not a bad call.
Like I'm gonna mess his name up. Is it Daniel Destin Cretton or Destin Daniel Cretton?
With someone like that who did he did Shang-Chi and then he went.
But I was saying he did Shang-Chi. I didn't know what he did before Shang-Chi.
Right.
And came in and I was like, that movie's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's not sure. I mean, look, even James Gunn when he did Guardians, right? Like he had done a handful.
I knew Gunn before, but I never had an idea of like
exactly. I mean, that put him into like superstar director mode once he was doing the Marvel stuff, and put him on the map to where he is today. Obviously, so I understand what you're saying. Like basically, let's find someone who's got the chops that can do it. And look at Christopher Nolan when he did Batman, right? He'd only really done. Insomnia and Memento at that point, and they found and Batman was essentially not a dead franchise, but it wasn't doing good.
It was dead. That movie, like people have very short-term memory when they think that Batman Begins was a hit, and it only made like 400 million. It was when it got discovered on DVD. And then that's why the Dark Knight, because people were so like they still had Batman and Robin, and they had Batman and Robin in their brains still almost like 20 years later. They still had it in their brains. And whose phone is that? Is that yours or mine? It's mine, but
cut it out.
How do you make it? I got the iPhone 16 thingy, and I don't have the little side button. I don't have the side button that turns it silent. I don't know how to do this damn thing.
Okay, on the very top, on the top left, just push that top little button, and it'll go red. See it, Grandpa?
Sure. Hold on. No, I got a case on it. Does that matter?
Doesn't matter.
Hold on. Let me get to the home screen. What little red button? What the fuck are you doing?
No, there's no red button. There's a button on the side of the phone on the left side. Hold it down.
It says hold to open.
Just turn the thing off.
It might open my camera up.
Just turn it off, Gramps.
I need to know how to do this, so tell me. Oh wait, I think the ringer.
Yes. Did you figure it out?
Well, I got to turn the volume all the way down in the ringer. That why? It's not silencing it.
You're an embarrassment. All right, let's talk about someone that could figure that out, and that's Brainiac. Brainiac is going to be the villain, right? That's pretty much what you get from this script. So do you think that is the case? And do you think that should be the case?
I think it's too on the nose.
Really? He likes doing that, though.
I know. I think it is Brainiac. I don't know. I could see a big swerve. I could see a total swerve on this. I'm hoping it's Brainiac. That's my thoughts. But someone was like, I don't know, like anatomy, but someone else was like, oh, it's not even a human brain. It's like, but then someone's like, no, that's the exact human brain from an anatomy book. They showed the picture from books. So I don't know. I think maybe because Lex is probably one of the smartest people in the world. I don't know. But the money is Brainiac, and I think it should be.
Yeah, because I mean,
especially I think if it's a Superman saga and Kara's going to be in this too, that makes a lot of sense. So
yeah. Plus the fact we know that we know that they're going to team up, the two of them.
Yeah. Right.
So
I would say so.
Yeah, and against someone who's even smarter than Lex, that makes sense. Right. So,
but if it's a swerve, I wouldn't say, "Oh, he lied to us."
No, but I think it shouldn't be a swerve, because I think that one of the intriguing things is I think they did it right, and you have to introduce Lex Luthor in the first one. He's like the ultimate Superman villain. But I think that it makes a lot of sense in the second one to put a villain in there that hasn't been on the screen before.
100%.
Right?
100%. I think that's why they are doing something real smart with DC. Like, they're showing us villains that we haven't seen before. And I think that's why I don't know if you probably talked about it, where Matt Reeves had said, like, the villain they're bringing in is someone that hasn't been on screen yet.
Right.
And maybe that's why, and of course, Gunn was working with them to, I think. And then with Clayface, I think this is so smart. We're not going to see Zod for a while. Like, I hope we don't see the Joker for a while. So I think it's a smart move.
Yeah, it is a smart move, and I think that it makes sense. And the fact that he clearly has also had this in mind for a very long time, waited to see how Superman did in general. Once it did well, once they said, okay, we're going to do another movie. Guess what, guys? Here's the movie I've been working on, and it's smart. And this is, again, the benefits of being able to greenlight your own stuff, is that you know your game plan. So it makes sense. I'm excited to see it. What do you guys think? Is this the way to go? All right. So put in your comments in the live section, put it in the replay, and of course, put it on the Clips channel. Please, we want to hear from you. Before we get to our other stories, we have quite a few. I wanted to tell you guys about a few of our wonderful sponsors today. I got to tell you about Strawberry also, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit after too, because this was something I didn't know a lot about, and now I do. So I didn't really know what to expect when I heard of Strawberry.me, but what it essentially is, it's a career coaching service. It'll help you move up the ladder to help you negotiate a better pay or land a job that you love in industry and that you're passionate about. So for me, you take like a quiz, and then they match you up with a career coach. And I had Garrett, and we talked for quite a bit. And so I wanted to give it a test. I wanted to say, well, I'm not going to really talk about this with the audience if I don't dig it. And I dug it. I dug it a lot. I found out a lot about myself. It's good when people are listening to you about what the goals are that you want to do, what you want to accomplish, suggestions, bouncing back and forth off somebody. Strawberry.me, it gives you the tools that you need so that you're the one in control of your career, and hearing it out loud and saying, well, maybe take time for yourself, maybe do this, maybe do that. It really helps. Because for me, there's one thing to just have a job that you're like, oh, I gotta make money so I can get my groceries or I can pay my bills. But do you want a career that you can actually say, look, this is who I am, this is what I do? That's what I've always tried to do, and I'll tell you, this conversation made me realize it even more. Good coach can really get you on that path, and that is what Strawberry.me did. I had an open conversation with Garrett for a bit. I was more open than I thought I would be. I felt comfortable, and it helped me. I'm already thinking of new ideas and things that I need to do in order to accomplish my goals. So I suggest you do the same. Head to strawberry.me/Kristian to claim a special offer and get started. That is strawberry.me/Kristian. Stop settling. Don't settle. Start building the career that you actually want. This episode is brought to you by Prizepicks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prizepicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prizepicks, where it is good to be right. Look, I'm having a rough football season. I had a good week, too. The Giants played really, really tough against the Cowboys. It just wasn't my week. But tell you what was. My highlights from Prizepicks. It's so simple. It's so easy to play the game, and you just take some of your favorite players, and you can, it doesn't matter. Look, I'll give you an example. You use Barkley, Burrow, Allen, any of them. And Barkley's going to have more or less than one rushing TD. Burrow is going to have more or less than 2.5 passing touchdowns. Allen is going to have more or less than 270 passing yards. It's simple to play. Prizepicks, it's really easy. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prizepicks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prizepicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Prizepicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prizepicks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app today and use that code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Kristian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prizepicks. It's good to be right. All right. Thank you to Prizepicks. Really appreciate them. They're great. If you're a football fan, you absolutely should be checking it out. And man, Mike, have you ever heard of Strawberry before?
I haven't. No, that's something new.
Great. Yeah, it was great. So basically, it's like career advice. And you sit down, you talk to someone, you're back and forth, like really going over some choices and things that you did in career. What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? It was like an hour-long conversation that I had. And it's really kind of mind-opening. It was very beneficial. And I was super happy to hear that when they were coming on as a sponsor. I was like, yeah, I think that especially when people who are kind of trying to figure out, A, what to do, B, already locked into their careers. Now they can say, oh, okay, let me reassess kind of what I'm doing here, what I can do next. And I already put some of the things that I talked to this guy about, and it's been beneficial. So anyway, links are in the description for both Strawberry and Prizepicks. So make sure you check that out. Okay, Mike, we got to go up against me and you are going up against Roxy and Roca. All right. I got 80 yesterday.
Oh, so that's a respectable number.
We're crushing right now at 5. Crushing. So we'll see if we can get. Yeah, it's so funny. This is the other thing, and I say this lovingly, and I get a kick out of it because it's like for the people who are like, oh, where's Kristian? Why is he on the show? Well, yesterday there were like 800 people watching live. We've got 400, half. So they don't give a shit about me. They care about me when I'm here. And even when I did a show last week by myself on a Wednesday, nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared.
Well, that's people. That's life.
It's like
that's
a 15-minute
life.
That's life. But it also made me think. I talked about it on the member stream, and I should talk about it here. I'm considering doing the show like 3 days a week instead of 5 because I feel like not everybody watches all the time, and you can't expect people to watch 5 days a week. You can't. But you got to be able to say, okay, it makes sense. I don't know how I would do it yet. Or maybe I keep it on 5. I don't know yet. I don't know. But I just I got to see. And also, I got to tell you, movie news has been fairly dead recently. But there's been some good stuff here and there. But for the most part, it's been like, who gives a shit? But that's why a lot of times, sometimes there's stuff that pops and you're like, uh-oh, how's that going to work? And Spider-Man got hurt, Mike. He got hurt. Did you hear about this?
I did, yeah.
So injury delays Spider-Man filming for a week. Sony Pictures Spider-Man Brand New Day will be shutting down production for 1 week to allow Tom Holland time to recover. Hollywood Reporter reports the studio executives met on Monday to work out a plan to resume filming and determine that the overall project will shutter for a week rather than attempt to shoot without Holland. Holland sustained an injury on set on Friday, described as a mild concussion, and is said to be taking a break out of an abundance of caution. Tom Holland will be taking a week off from the set of Brand New Day after suffering an injury on set. The actor attended a charity event on Saturday for a foundation he runs with his brothers. The shutdown isn't expected to impact the film's release date, which remains set for July 31st. Destin Daniel Cretton is directing the film, which is also seeing Zendaya, Jacob Batalon return as MJ and Ned, respectively, while Mark Ruffalo, John Bernthal, Sadie Sink, Tramell Tillman, and Michael Mando are among the cast. All right, Mike. Tom Holland out for a week. Now, I heard, this is the internet, so I saw some report. I was talking to a few critics about it last night. I saw a report where his dad's like, he needs to take some time. And I was thinking, oh, man, that's good. You saw that too?
About the dad, he was just like, he's gonna step away for a little bit. And I think maybe it might have been after this movie. He's like, okay, look, he's overworked.
Stall for a second and tell the audience what you think. I'll be 1 second.
Okay. I just think I saw that, and I don't know if I don't know if it was a case of he's not he's really bad and they need to take him off. But then because I guess he was at not a premiere. There was some kind of event last night that he was at, like some kind of charity or something that he did show up at, and he seemed, I guess, fine. It didn't seem like he had any kind of bandages on him. But then I saw the thing about his dad. So maybe it's one of those things where he's like, all right, he's going to finish this movie. He's got some commitments, and then he's gonna relax. He's gonna take some time off.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that what they need though, the week's okay. Week you can figure out. Let's get a couple of shots that he's not in. Let's do this. Even if we take a break, we'll be fine. We'll still get the movie out when we need to. If he's out for a while, and you push this movie back, Marvel cannot afford, not financially, but quality wise, they need this movie, and financially they need this movie to come out, and they need it to come out and get the excitement amped up again before Doomsday comes out.
Yeah, I mean, but he was at something last night or the day before. I thought it was after the accident.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say confidently anything, but hopefully he's okay. I mean, Jesus, that's If they're saying it's a mild concussion, so
like light concussed. So I mean, you can still walk around and be all right. You just got to monitor, make sure he's okay. But
yeah, man.
The other thing was, what was the stunt? Why was he doing it? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, at the time, something like those things, it could be the simplest things, and you get a concussion. Like it's never. I mean,
that's true.
I know we think like the big things, like falling off a building or something, but you could just bump his head on something.
You knocked in the noodle, and next thing you know, you got a concussion. But glad he's okay. It should take a break from it, but like I said, the thing is, if he's only going to be out for a little bit, it's like, yes, I'm sure he's in the majority of the movie, but shoot some stuff that he's not in. Move some stuff around. I know it costs a little bit more to do, but if it's a week, it's a week. If it goes on longer than a week, then you're probably going to have to start shifting shooting schedules.
Yeah,
I would assume, because it's not as easy to say, okay, we'll start shooting something else then that week, because some of your actors might not be available that week in their schedule. They might have already scheduled out other things.
Like a big old Tetris cube. They got it all figured out. You pull one thing out.
That's it. It's true.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I know. I think that it's an unfortunate story, but I don't think it's anything that's going to.
No, I don't think it's like. Do you remember many years ago now when Dylan O'Brien got hurt?
Oh yeah,
one of the maze runners, and like that was like hey, I'm changing my life for what happened with this. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he got hurt bad.
So it doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like
no.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Crap.
I don't. Do you? I don't. All right. Make sure you let us know. What do you think about this? A big deal? Not a big deal? We'll be back before you know it. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Mike, as I mentioned to you, see you later. Nice to see you.
God damn it. You do that. You were going into a news store. I had to go grab something.
What do you think I was going to do? I was going to talk to you. There's nobody else
here. You were going to go to a news story.
Yeah, anyway, and I usually set up the news story. Why do you?
I set it up. Here I am.
Looking like the Matrix. So it's Oscar season.
Yeah.
As we said, we're getting into it. We just talked about the Smashing Machine. I still think that maybe not the movie itself, although I liked the movie a lot. After the Hunt is another one. There's a new trailer that just dropped for that one. So quite a few things going on here. There's a new trailer for After the Hunt, Good Fortune, Lazarus. There's a couple of new trailers today for projects that have already had the trailers. Amazon dropped a new trailer for Luca Guadagnino's psychological thriller After the Hunt, which hits limited release on October 10th and wide release a week later. Julia Roberts plays a college professor who finds herself at a personal and professional crossroads when a star student, played by Ayo Edebiri, levels an accusation against one of her colleagues, Andrew Garfield, and a dark secret from her own past threatens to come into the light. Then Lionsgate released another trailer for Aziz Ansari's Good Fortune, which opens up on October 17th. You got Ansari, Keanu Reeves, Keke Palmer. That's a big one there. And then finally, Amazon Prime has released a trailer for the latest Harlan Coben adaptation, Lazarus, which appears all 6 episodes on October 22nd. Sam Claflin plays a man who returns home after his father, Dr. Jonathan Lazarus, dies by suicide and begins to have disturbing experiences that can't be explained. So there's a few here. Look at, I mean, I want to see. I haven't watched the Good Fortune trailer yet. I want to check that out. And the same thing with Lazarus. And even the new after the Hunt trailer I haven't seen because I saw the movie, right?
Yeah.
So do you go to, because I know you're obviously the big blockbuster, that's your thing. You love that. It's always been your main thing. But do you look forward to some of these movies? Do you wait to see what kind of buzz is because you're in this space, adjacent? Or not really? Does any of that stuff look interesting to you?
Like, I hear about these things from you guys. So if it's an actor that I like, that I know they've got the project, when it comes to smaller things like this, I'm more actor focused. Like, oh, my favorite actor's doing this film. I'm going to check that out. I find a lot of times I'm let down. Like this, I felt that way about Weapons. Like, there's this movie, saw posters, like, oh, that's an interesting concept. That first trailer was like, oh man. And then the hype got it, and I saw it. I'm like, I don't know. But again, I guess I find a lot of things, like one thing, like I would have never seen Poor Things, and Shannon had it on one time, and I got so into that movie. So now his next one with her again, I forget the name of it, that I want to see.
Yeah.
So these small ones, I got to get hooked into that by someone else usually. But then if I like it, I'm on board for the next one that the director does.
Yeah, me too. I mean, well, that's obviously that's kind of how I felt in general, why I was so excited about Luca Guadagnino's latest things that he's done, whether it was Challengers, Call Me By Your Name, and then obviously Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield, Ayo Edebiri. I mean, Michael Stuhlbarg is great in the movie. I'm so surprised because I saw, I've been hyping up the movie in general because I had read a lot of the script when it came out. Then I saw it come at Venice, kind of mixed. I was engaged the whole entire time. I still think, I don't want to spoil it, but there's just things.
Don't spoil it.
There's just a conversation to be had about that film where you're looking at it going, okay.
When does it release?
October 10th, I think they said, is limited, and then the following week is wide.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see how it does in general. I think it's going to be one of those movies that kind of catches fire more so when it's on, Amazon when it comes out. I don't know if it's something people are going to be watching at the theaters, but I do think she'll be nominated for it. I think The Rock will get nominated for Smashing Machine for the things that I've seen thus far. I think Sean Penn will get nominated for One Battle After Another. Leonardo could certainly get nominated for that.
Now, have you seen that?
Yeah, really good.
Did you like it?
A lot. Yeah.
Now, the trailers I've seen, and I've seen them all summer long, it almost seems like it's 3 different movies. The first trailer was like this goofy comedy, but then I saw the trailer that when they introduced Sean Penn's character, I was like, oh, is this like a serious kind of war movie? Like,
no, it's Paul Thomas Anderson, right? So like it's almost 3 hours long, so it takes you through a Paul Thomas Anderson adventure. Yet it's kind of like old school Paul Thomas Anderson, yet a new vibe in tackling subjects that a type of film that he's never really done before. So it's like, it's a Paul Thomas Anderson film, but yet he's still trying to he is doing new things, different things. But the way things are shot, the tone of it can be serious for a second. Then there could be a comedy moment, but it doesn't feel out of place. It feels in sync with what the characters are doing. It's bizarre. Right. It's out of control at times. I liked it a lot. It's one of the ones that absolutely stuck with me, and it's probably in my top 10 so far. I mean, I was talking to a few people, and I can't remember who it was, but I was saying, it's probably my top 10. They're like, well, I haven't seen enough movies to put anything in the top 10. I said, what I've seen so far, it's in my top 10. Things can change, but right now that's in there. All so, right. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about any of this stuff that we've talked about, and do you guys look forward to the Oscar stuff? To me, this is the stuff I look forward to every year because I like I like the smaller things that come out. I like the character-driven stuff. I like the really solid, challenging performances on the actors. This is the season I look forward to the most when it comes to when it just comes to filming. But I love blockbusters more than anybody else. But I still think that I get more excited about these because I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was coming. And I don't watch a lot of trailers these days. I like going in blind unless I have
that. I try and do now. Yeah.
It's so rewarding to do that. It's not everybody can do it. And it's not, and I understand that there's a privilege that comes to it when you're reviewing things and you get to go to screenings because I don't need to see trailers because I'm not spending my money on it. Right. So
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, if I'm not spending my money on it, I'm going anyway for work. Why do I need to see the trailer? I'm going to go see it anyway. Let me be surprised. But if I was paying for it, what the hell am I going to watch? What am I spending money on?
Yeah,
so
I get
it's
you.
not always, but when it's streaming, you don't have to watch trailers. Just turn it on and watch it.
I get you.
Because I mean, or watch Netflix, because Netflix has I love Netflix. The worst trailers in the history of anything, but I mean, show trailers. They show irrelevant scenes from movies.
Yeah.
It's like a serial killer movie, and a guy's cooking eggs in the kitchen. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go walk the dog." You're like, "Oh, it seems like a nice movie." And the next thing you know, there's like, bodies everywhere. Like, what am I watching? Anyway, so I'm curious what people think about that. Mike mentioned Weapons, and he didn't love it. I loved it. That's definitely in my top 10. I'll tell you that right now. Loved that movie. That might be my top 5. To be completely honest with you. But,
Really?
yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved everything they did with that one.
Okay.
So now there is more conversation about Weapons. Clearly, after it was a big, massive hit. Now there was rumors about the prequel. There was also something they cut out her story as part of the movie. That's documented. They have all these different stories, and hers was one of the ones. People thought it was good that they left it out, leave it to mystery. Well, it looks like she's getting a prequel. Cregger confirms the Weapons Gladys is getting a prequel. Zach Cregger has confirmed that plans for a Weapons spinoff prequel following the Aunt Gladys character is in the works. Speaking with Fangoria in a new interview, Cregger says it is real, and I've been talking to Warner Brothers about it. There's a story, and I'm pretty excited about it. It's not BS. The trades broke the news last month, saying the film would explore the origin of Aunt Gladys, the mysterious orange-haired, massive eyeglass-wearing, and doused in makeup elderly woman who suddenly arrives in town. Cregger reportedly had a chapter focused on Gladys and some of her backstory. He pulled that section from the script for length purposes. Now it appears that the lost chapter could be expanded into a full-length story. Weapons has been a big box office success. I wrote big, but still, it's true. Grossing more than $260 million worldwide. Cregger's immediate film is a reboot of Resident Evil, which is due out next year. Cregger has explained his film will feature original characters not featured in the source material, but will be set in the same world and a love letter to the games and following the rules of the games. All right, so Mike, as someone who didn't like the movie, or not didn't like, but just was underwhelmed, I would say, right? Yourself.
I liked it. I just maybe the hype train took off.
I get it. You think this should happen on this prequel?
Well, I'll say this. This was the one character where I was kind of like, what? Okay, well, is she a witch? What is she? Does she have cancer? Like, I think that might have been up my alley to explain a little bit more. But I get the whole point of wanting to keep this suspense, but also something I didn't realize. That movie was almost 2.5 hours long. Did you know that?
No, it wasn't.
It didn't feel it. Didn't feel it at all. But we got out of the movie one time. We saw like a 7 o'clock movie. And I was like, it's 10 o'clock. What the heck happened here?
2 hours and 15
minutes. Whatever. Anyway, still a long movie for a smaller horror film.
It's longer. It would have been a lot
longer.
I
didn't feel it at all.
Yeah, it would have been a lot longer if he would have kept that scene in.
Yeah, but I liked that character. I thought it was creepy as hell. I'll probably go see it.
Right.
I'll say this. I'm not a Resident Evil fan at all. I can't stand zombies. I think they're done to death. But what this guy does now with Barbarian and this, and again, not my type of movies, but I'm a fan of him as a director now. So I'm like, let's go. I'll see this because he's going to do something different with it.
Agreed. I like those movies significantly more than you do, but I also feel the same way that he's like a star right now and I want to see anything he does. It's actually why I'm with you. I will see it. I want to see it, but I don't want to see him do this. I don't want to see him do a prequel. No,
I see.
Resident
Evil,
the
prequel. Gotcha. Really? Why not?
Because get out of the world. It's the same thing that happens to Matthew Vaughn. It's the same thing that happened.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
To Ryan Coogler. Get out of the world. Do what Nolan's doing. To be fair, Nolan stuck around in Batman for 3 years. However, 3 movies. However, he made movies in between. He did. He did The Prestige. He did Inception. He did movies in between.
Interstellar too. Right?
Interstellar was 2014. It came out right after.
Oh.
It came out right after
Inception. How about Inception?
No, Inception was 2010. So it went
Yeah.
Batman Begins was 2005, then The Prestige, then The Dark Knight, then Inception. And so he you know, but he was switching things up. I know. Just banger after banger. And I think that and maybe that's what Cregger does too. He didn't say that it's necessarily going to be Resident Evil then the prequel. He said he's just talking about it. So maybe he stays in that world. It makes sense monetarily. I mean, it makes sense. I get why they would Warner Bros. Want to. And if he's like, you know what? I had this whole story and I know where she goes and I'd love to tell it. And hey, they want to pay me to tell it. I want to do it. I'm going to trust him. It's probably going to be pretty good. I just want to see what he's going to do next.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
You know, so what do you guys think about this potential prequel? You think it's something that should happen? Should it happen? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. You know, Mike was a huge Baywatch fan. Mike loved Baywatch. So he's getting very excited to hear that they're going to reboot Baywatch again. Fox is rebooting Baywatch as a series. They announced there's a reboot. The broadcaster has handed out a straight-to-series order for 12 episodes of the new take on the iconic 90s syndicated series about California lifeguards that ran for 11 seasons and made Pamela Anderson a household name. In addition, Burn Notice and the gifted creator Matt Nix has been set as the show director and will direct. Synopsis says Baywatch will feature adrenaline-fueled rescues, tangled relationships, complicated chemistries, and beachside heroics that define the original. Now with an entirely new cast donning the show. They should bring back the old cast. Now with an entirely new cast donning the show's signature red swimsuits, contemporary trappings, tensions, and challenges, and a renewed mission to protect Southern California shoreline. Though there was a slightly campy tone, the original series played its drama straight and was targeted at family audiences. The 2017 R-rated film adaptation starring The Rock, Zac Efron, tried from a comedic bent and was wildly panned. Zach premiere date has yet to be set, but the network is reportedly aiming for a debut during the 2026-2027 season. Does this show work today? Does it work?
I was going to say, I want to be in the room for this pitch. Like, we're in a different world now, man. We are. I don't see how this. Like, that show, to sum it up, was titillating.
Right.
You know, I was beyond the age of it being young enough where I'm like, oh, I got to go watch Baywatch for the girls. But like, that's all it was. Like, and then you had like, you know, what do we like? Doesn't 911 have a lifeguard show out right now anyway? Like,
I guess, but the question is,
I mean, it's IP. They're based it on the IP. Hey man, it's a TV show getting people to work. So okay,
like you said, it was the Hooters of TV shows.
Yeah,
is what it was. Yeah, they play the drama, but nobody remembers the drama.
No, I don't. I remember them running into slow motion.
That's all you remember. I remember Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage were on it. It was Ric Flair were on an episode one time. In the slow motion, and they focused in on, you know, chest shots and other things. And so now the question is, is it going to work in this day and age? I don't know. I don't know if it will. I mean, it depends on the tone. It depends on the tone.
Yeah, I get the mining of stuff for IP. Like, for me, like, streaming is such a good grounds for stuff like this, but like, you're going to do an IP, do like the A-Team. Like, that's a streaming show. That's a streaming show. I like the movie. I really did.
Yeah.
But that's a show on streaming, make it a little more serious, not as campy. That's a streaming show. That's something you get greenlit on Amazon.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Yeah. And
modern day A-Team.
Knight Rider. I'm so curious to see what they're going to do with Knight Rider. Knight Rider to me makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Knight Rider is a TV show now. 100%. But Baywatch was such a thing of its time. It really was. And it just hit at the right time with Pam Anderson. And
you're right, though. It's IP. They're going for IP, and they're going to see if they can. I mean, they're going to cast a bunch of hot people, and they're going to see if they can try to make stars out of them again and see if that formula still fits.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. You guys think it's a good move to try to reboot Baywatch? Yes, no, maybe? Put your thoughts in there and let us know. My last story for now. And this is again, I never watched The Witcher. I know that I shouldn't say I never watched it. I think I watched like the first episode with Henry Cavill and I liked it and I just never got back into it. But I dug it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to finish this. And I never did. And then Henry Cavill again. Talk about this guy getting screwed. He thinks he's going back Superman because everyone's telling him as much he's going back as Superman, and then he leaves The Witcher, and he's gone off the show. And now they're still making it. I guess it's doing well because look at this: The Witcher season 4 was $27 million an episode. Holy crap! This again just shows you Netflix has FU money. Netflix's fantasy epic, The Witcher, may have swapped out its leading man for the role of, I'm going to say this wrong, Geralt of Rivia, but in doing so, it costing them more than it used to. Ben Forbes and longtime Witcher fan site Redian Intelligence reports that the upcoming 4th season of the series, the first to star Liam Hemsworth in the role of Geralt, has come in at a whopping $221 million. That's still, by the way, still in the either less or around the same as Acolyte, which is crazy. That's crazy. That's the most expensive season of the show to date, working out to roughly $27.6 million per episode. To put that in comparison, season 1 was 92, season 2 was 176, season 3 was 175. Well, excuse me, Blood Origin was 95.7. The site also says that the troubled spinoff, The Rats, A Witcher's Tale, which paused production after footage started coming in, has already racked up $20 million bill. That project is reportedly being cut into a standalone TV movie. $27 million per episode is one of the most expensive series ever made. Behind, oh no, Acolyte was more. It's ridiculous. Amazon Rings of Power is $58 million per episode. Wow. Citadel, $50 million, whatever that is. Disney's Secret Invasion, $35 million. Holy crap. Stranger Things, okay. Stranger Things, $30 million. Okay, you're allowed.
Did they say Citadel was $50 million an episode?
That's what it says. What is Citadel? What is that?
It was their attempt at a spy show. It was with Richard Madden and Priyanka Chopra. I liked it, but they got
$50 million an episode.
I don't understand that. To me, I cannot.
I don't get it. I mean,
I don't understand that.
The budget of the franchise on Netflix clocks in at $720 million. It's not counting the 2 anime features on the shorter 5th and final season of the series that began filming in March. Site estimates that those included the service's total spend before tax credits on the franchise. Once it's over, could come in at over $900 million. 4th season of The Witcher is slated to release Netflix October 30th.
Some of these shows are money laundering. They gotta be money laundering schemes. I can't. Back in the day when the mob got involved in like certain businesses because they realized like, oh, this and this.
Sure.
They're in the entertainment business. I think this has got to be money laundering. It can't. $900 million for a series? What are we doing here?
Well, especially when look, Liam Hemsworth, he's fine, but you're spending more on him per episode than you were Henry Cavill? What?
I think maybe they ramped up production budget, like as far as
I guess,
location
but look, this is again why Apple and Netflix aren't in the same spot as Warner Brothers and Disney. Like Disney and Warner Brothers are looking and should be panicking, and their teeth should be falling out every time they're spending money. Netflix and Apple are they're making hand over fist. So it's like, okay, yeah, all right. So we spent $1 billion on this thing. We'll make it back this way, that way. All of our different subscribers that we have in this, especially after the whole Kimmel debacle with ABC and Disney losing reportedly $4 billion. They're probably Netflix is just like kind of dancing around going, they probably got either more subscribers because of it or nobody was jumping ship from Netflix.
You see these numbers like Netflix and you understand. Well, you understand about 5-6 years ago where it was like everything wanted their streaming service. Like see, they probably thought it was a thing to print money, but Netflix wasn't anything else. I mean, it was the DVD, but it was still, they weren't like a studio, and they have years of financial failures with movies and whatnot. Like it's a once in a lifetime thing, that company. Like, and they know, I mean, the amount of stuff that I see out there, like I'm amazed that all of us that are actors don't have our own show. With the amount of stuff that every time is like, oh, look, a new show starring this. It's like, wait, what? Who do you mean new show?
It's true.
But on the other hand, Netflix doesn't really doesn't need to market their stuff. They're not spending X amount of dollars on every project to market.
Some stuff they are, some stuff they aren't, right? So it's like
with the trailers, you're just like, put this in AI and give us a trailer. Guy cooking eggs. What? Oh, there's a bunch of bodies around me.
Exactly.
I'm an assassin. What?
Right. It's an animated film. Okay. So
I don't know.
Yeah, Witcher. I don't even. We do the show all the time. I never see questions and conversation coming in about that show. It doesn't mean people aren't watching it. I just don't see that as much as other things that people are talking about. So, do you think that this should be the case? Let me know.
Tell me if you think this is like a thing. Oh,
go ahead.
I can ask you a question. Do you think this show is kind of like? Because I had some guy coming at me yesterday, like, I'm so happy that Demon K-pop is destroying all the movies this summer. And I'm like, I don't even know what this thing is. Do you think
which
like
one?
Witcher,
Demon Slayer or Demon Hunters?
Exactly. I don't know.
I mean, no, but
there was one that came out that cost $100 million and made. It came in movie theaters.
Yeah,
cost $100 million and made $19 million.
Yeah,
that's a bomb. But now there's something out now that's like $500 million. It's making.
So you're talking about Demon Slayer. And that's worldwide.
K-pop, right? Demon Ninja Monster?
No, Demon Hunters is. You said it was a bomb. It's not a bomb at all. Demon Hunters.
No. K-pop one.
Yeah, that's not a bomb at all.
There is one film that cost $100 million.
Yeah, you're talking about
19 million.
Yeah, you're not. If you're talking about Demon Hunters, I'll tell you why you're wrong. So Demon Hunters, right? Let's look at both. Demon Hunters. Which is a massive success, and I'll tell you. So, K-pop Demon Hunters, like it made 18 million worldwide. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it was not meant for a theatrical. It was a streaming movie, and it broke records. It's like the most watched Netflix movie, next movie of all time. It became a global. Listen, let me finish. A global phenomenon in general with the songs, everything else.
I remember that.
And because of that, they added an extra $20 million to their bank account by putting just all the screenings that they had were sing-along screenings. That's it.
Okay.
It was a massive hit overall for that movie. Demon Hunters Demon Slayer is what you're talking about, which is based off the popular anime series, which myself and Winston have started watching. And they have a couple different movies. And that movie, I think internationally crushed. Plus, it did pretty damn good here. So I can tell you what that one did as well. So let me see what the actual number is on that one. Demon Slayer, 17.3 it made last weekend in general, but let's see what it made worldwide, which is probably ridiculous. Yeah, it made almost $600 million so far.
Right, which is insane.
Yeah.
But to that other one, that first one you said, if it cost $100 million and it made $18 million, that doesn't sound like a hit to me.
You're not listening. It's not made it's different. Like for Superman, which was made for a theatrical run, and this movie was not made for a theatrical run. It was made for streaming only. It was released in theaters to make an additional money. They weren't trying. They weren't trying to, and it wasn't in a lot of theaters. For the amount of theaters it was in. And for the audience, that's what they were. It was 1 week.
I got no stake in this game. I'm just saying, is this Witcher show like these K-pop demon things that like most people ask about? They're like, what is that? But there's this diehard audience that is just ravenous for this stuff.
Sure.
Like
maybe so. Yeah, maybe so.
I don't know.
Anyway, tell me if you think I'm wrong for this. So I went into the city. I probably am, but I went into the city with my family, and we stopped off. And like I said, I've been eating really well lately, but we're going to, I don't know, my family was shopping, and to me, I'd rather, smash my head against the wall than shopping. Shopping drives me nuts. So they're all shopping. My two daughters, my wife are shopping around, I don't know, they're H&M or wherever they were. And then I go, to sit down on this thing, and the security guard right away, hey, you can't sit in the store. I'm like, that's the whole point of why I come here, is to sit. I find areas to sit in, and there's usually someone next to me who looks just like me, or someone who gets it. And we understand. We don't even say anything to each other. We look at each other, and go, yeah, it's the same thing. They don't allow anybody to do that. So I'm like, okay, so what am I going to do? Well, I got a hot dog. There's a hot dog right outside. I'll get a hot dog. So I walk outside and I say to the guy, very clear, can I have a hot dog with spicy mustard and relish? And he goes, what do you want? I go, spicy mustard and relish. He goes, okay. He takes out this red sauce, which no one asked for that. And he starts putting it on the hot dog. And I go, what's that? And he goes, spicy. I was like, spicy mustard. He's spicy. And I go, no, spicy mustard and relish. He goes, oh, mustard. I go, yeah. And he's like, okay. So he takes the mustard out and starts putting it over the hot sauce. I guess I don't want that. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't want to eat that. And,
is this some guy with like a cart?
Yeah, it's like, they have carts on every corner. And so this guy's like, spicy. And I go, can you take that off? And he goes, mustard. I don't know. Put the mustard on it. And he goes, okay. So he put it on the hot. I go, I don't want that sauce. And he goes, you don't want, but this is spicy. I go, I just want the spicy mustard. And it was like, I couldn't believe it. And then finally he goes, all right, you want this? I go, just forget it. And I walked back in the store. I couldn't do it. I just left. I left him with the hot dog in his hand. I had to. I gave it everything I could to try to explain it. And I wasn't going to fight with the guy. The guys would try to, but I was like, I got to leave. And then my daughters and I went to a Nathan's stand 2 blocks down after that. I say, spicy mustard and relish. You know what the guy put on it? Spicy mustard and relish. Like that. Pro. An absolute pro.
What the fuck is spicy mustard?
It's the regular mustard. The freaking
That's not regular mustard. It's spicy mustard.
But the golden mustard, whatever it is, like
I don't like mustard. I don't eat it.
Anyway, so that guy's not good.
Only you in New York.
Maybe so. All right, guys, we got more topics to cover, other things to talk about. But before we do, I got to tell you guys again, I'm loving all of you, and I really love what you're doing. You're smart about keeping us on the air. How do you do it? You're getting sponsors that we have, and I'll tell you about 2 more of them right now. Here you go. What's crazy is that it's fall already. It's coming, and I got 2 kids. The back to school rush, it's already here. We're getting the early morning drop-offs, the after-school activities, the soccer games, and the last-minute supply runs. Don't forget about the extra trips for groceries, gas. Days get busier, and it all adds up. There's an easy way to earn real cash back every time you fill up your tank, grab a bite to eat, stop on essentials. Whether you're driving across town for the soccer games or picking up snacks for the school lunchbox, Upside helps you keep more in your pocket. In fact, Top Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. The free Upside app that gets you cash back on daily essentials, whether it's gas, groceries, and dining. And yes, if you're asking, it's real cash back. There's no confusing rewards, points, credits, just money. And you can transfer it straight to your bank account. Next, claim an offer for what you're buying on Upside. Then pay, as usual, with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app, get paid. And since I learned about this thing, it has been so beneficial. It fits in so easy to my wife's schedule, to my schedule. Find out how much you can earn. You got to download the free Upside app. You got to use that promo code Kristian. You get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. An extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Using that promo code Kristian. I'm so happy that I have discovered Upside, and you will be too. I'm going to paint a scenario for you. I want you to picture a bald eagle, which is standing on top of a silverback gorilla, and that's riding on top of a T-Rex. What do you think you call that? You know what you call it? Confidence. Pure confidence. And that's the kind of confidence that you need in the bedroom for that next level wolf riding besides a velociraptor in a Lamborghini through outer space type of experience. You like that? So do I. That is where Rugiet Go Long comes in. It's not just another ED pill. It's a confidence game changer. Go Long combines 2 doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action formula to help you get hard and go the distance. Hell yeah. Plus, the effects last for up to 36 hours. That means that you can feel confident all day and night, and then some on the next day, too. Getting started, it's simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor, 100% online at rugiet.com. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? You head on over to rugiet.com. Use my promo code Kristian, 15% off your first order. That is rugiet.com. Use that code Kristian. Make sure to use my code so they know that I sent you. Rugiet, Upside. Again, I'm giving you guys choices, real good choices. Put your thoughts in there. You using them? Not using them? Keeping us on the air? Not keeping us on the air? What do you think? All right, Mike, we got problems.
Well, now what?
Well, we got to catch 80.
What did I do now?
You didn't do anything. We got to catch 80. We're at 14. So
if we don't catch 80, people are going to catch these hands. How about that?
We got to tie it at 80. Keep us on the air. Let us know. If not, short show, and I'll be back here tomorrow with a single show by myself tomorrow, which will be another short show probably. So we will give it a shot. See if you guys can get us to 80. Keep us going. Beat Roxy and Mike. You guys want me back on the air? Well, I'm back. Here we go. Hey, Mr. CJ. I just want to know one thing, both from you guys. How you guys doing? Very good. How you doing, Mr. CJ? See?
I'm all right.
It's a good start. It's a good start. Imagine if every single, right now you got like almost 500 people watching live. Imagine if everybody put in a question right now. Then we would break the record.
We'd crush.
So, we'd crush. Mark Long. Hey. Mike Doug Levinson for the role of the Joker in the DCU. Thoughts? Who's Mike Doug Levinson?
I don't. But it's me, Dick. He said, "Hey, Mike, Doug Levinson."
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with you? God, man, you talk about me with my glasses. Jesus.
Mike Doug Levinson.
Who's Mike Doug Levinson?
There's no comma.
So what?
It could be a. I like that name better than your name.
Jesus Christ, that's like Mike in a tank. You did a show with you in a tank?
Yeah. I like Mike Doug Levinson much better than your name.
I'll be Mike Doug Levinson from now on. How about that?
Mike Doug Levinson sounds like he could play the Joker.
I don't like Mark. I don't know, bud. Like if you heard earlier in the day, I hope I don't see the Joker for a while. So, but I don't know. I don't know who that actor is, but I love it. I love the fact that it's someone that I don't know, and that's what I'm hoping for this Batman, man. I know that everyone likes this Brendan Sklenar.
Yeah,
but I think it's some unknown dude that I never heard of that just knocks it out of the park.
We'll see.
Like I guess Corn Sweat had stuff. He had done stuff. I had no idea who he was. So yeah, you're right. I know.
15 questions, Mike. They're building, but we'll see. We're ready through 5 of them.
People hate me. I don't care.
I don't think they hate you.
Oh yeah, they do. I suck.
They do. I don't know. I mean, on Twitter maybe, but not here.
I had one guy. Listen to this. Hold on a second. So he comes at me yesterday. It's a bot. Well, it's like with the face. There's no face, and it's like Mark 9712 is like, "Hey, I watched Harloff Show with you the other day, and I wanted to check out what Harloff said about your Twitter. He's right. This sucks. You're like Trump the way you talk." I'm like, "You think that's bad?" What I said, I was like, "Here's a better one. Go fuck yourself."
Nice.
I haven't heard from him. Between
you and Snyder's telling people to suck his balls. Shay Markel. Saw The Long Walk on Saturday. I haven't had that much anxiety while watching a film in years. There's a lot of anxiety to that movie, Shay. Total. An easy 4 out of 5 for me. A great watch, but not a fun watch. I 100% agree with everything that you just said. So much anxiety watching that movie. It really feels like you're watching The Running Man, like an actual dystopian type of reality show, which is crazy. And it is a great watch, and it is not a fun watch.
I still cannot believe that that's Mark Hamill.
I know.
Does he ever take the glasses off? Because I've only seen him with the hat and the glasses.
I think he does. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Because but maybe then I'll notice him. But
maybe, yeah. Shay Markel, do you think you'll show Sam Sicario? I don't think I won't show it to her. I mean, she's got so much on her plate right now. Like she is literally coming in as soon as this is over. We're doing Fantastic Four.
Which one?
The new one. It came out today. It came out today on digital. So we're doing that one. We just put out Prestige for her. Inception is on Friday. I think I'm gonna bend the knee to the audience here. I think we're gonna wind up doing Insomnia after all, and see. But Sicario, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Again, thank you, Shay. 18 questions, Mike. Making a run. Let's see. Okay. Go, pal. I read Tom was concussed. No, they said he had a light one. They said he had a light concussion. So, I mean, you can come back from that, obviously. But just how fast we shall see. Seattle KO, thoughts on the Mando and Grogu teaser.
Oh,
so I was on the
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I was on the train.
Nope. Right. Remember that? You cut me off. Go ahead.
Please.
No, please.
You go first. You go first.
Yet? No. After you.
I'm seriously waiting for you to go. Go ahead.
Okay. So remember the other day, yesterday. Fucking, you're so lucky we're not in the studio anymore. I would get up on my chair and strangle your dumbass, and then I'd take that Sopranos poster and. Look at you,
sorry,
fucking.
I'm sorry. All right, Mando and Grogu. So the Mandalorian and Grogu. So Mike actually texted me and said, "Did you see the trailer?" I saw it when I was on my way to the city. So what do you think I thought of the trailer?
I thought you probably thought it was a nothing burger, and we're like, should have been streaming episode season.
Haven't even watched it. Haven't even watched it.
Wow, man! Like, so I woke up. They did the poster the day before, and I honestly thought the poster. I got the vibe they were going with, that old kind of 1930s cliffhanger, which is what Star Wars was kind of based on. And some of the episodes of The Mandalorian, they did those, and they were really cool. I remember there was a couple I saw art commissioned to do them. This looked like a Photoshop version of that. Like Baby Yoda's in the poster like 3 times. Like, it's like,
yeah.
So then I go on, I usually go on computer and do some stuff in the morning, and I saw it. I was like, I'll wait till I get to work and I'll watch it. And then as the day went on, I was like, why is Twitter not talking about this? Like, it's a Star Wars movie in theaters, and no one was talking about it. I mean, there were the usuals that if you've got Star Wars in your bio, they were talking about it. And like, oh, the baby knickknacks. Give me all the knickknacks. That's you get a creature or some droid and they lose their minds. But I watched it and I'm kind of like,
you thought it was nothing burger?
I feel
from what I heard, it's the same trailer they showed at D23, or a lot or close to it.
But it just didn't do anything for me.
Did it seem like? I mean, look, this is what it is, and I might very well do a reaction to it when this is over if I have enough time. If I don't do a reaction to it, I'll probably just wait to see the movie. But before I watch anything, because what I would assume. And this is what it should look like, considering of what they're doing with it, right? This is the same scenario that happened with Moana 2. Moana was supposed to be a series on Disney Plus. Bob Iger came back and said, "What are you guys doing? Stop this. Condense this series and turn it into a movie." And what happens? They make $1 billion off of it instead of spending money and making no money back. This is very similar. They had a 4th season. The 3rd season was not received well. Bob Iger said, "Hey, John, can you take that? You already have the 4th season written. Can you condense this into a 2-hour and 15-minute movie?" And Favreau's like, "Yeah, sure. It's going to look like a Disney Plus show, but with more bells and whistles on it. And the goal is to make 500 to 550. They'll make that.
But here's the thing. The Mandalorian TV show is never like, man, this show would be good if it had more money and a bigger budget. The show always looked great. It always did. Yeah. It's the other shows like Ahsoka that didn't look good.
Right.
But for me, it's like, this is Jon Favreau. This is Jon Favreau. Gave us Iron Man. Gave us Mandalorian. Remember when that first came out? There should be more of a boom. This is a fucking Star Wars movie with these guys.
You said it a few weeks ago, and I don't know. Maybe you can tell from the trailer because again, I haven't seen it. I bet you this is going to be volume heavy.
Oh, 100%. You could tell.
It looks like it, right? Yeah. See, and that's what they're going to cut costs on. It's going to, and this movie already. They said it is the lowest budget for a Star Wars movie in a very long time.
Good.
So, but that's the whole point. Their strategy for what they were going to spend on the season. Yeah, they're going to spend on a movie. And they're going to spend on marketing, and they're going to make it back. So this is a financial decision that I think it makes sense. So whether you get excited about it or not, I said this 2 weeks ago, and I stand by it. This is not the movie you judge Star Wars off of being back once it comes out.
Not at all.
It's 100%. Starfighter.
But tell you this.
Yeah.
Sure. Starfighter, or let's say the Rey movie was more advanced. That's the one you put first into theaters to get like, hey, Star Wars is back in the big screen. This is like
they're doing that for Starfighter. Look at the cast.
I know.
Look at the director. I mean,
100%, dude. But this is the one that's coming out first because they've been so many delays with all the other projects. Like
this is to make money. This is not for the brand. This is not trying to repair the brand yet. This is just for the money.
I know that, but if you talked about that, we always say this: Star Wars, it needs to be in the big screen. So when we get one that's the big, like
that's what they're banking on.
Starfighters.
They're banking on that though. They're banking on people. Oh, it's a Star Wars movie, and you want to go see it in the theater. You want to at least see. Look, we talked about how we wanted to see Mandalorian season 1 and season 2 in the theater once it came out.
This is going to be a solo when it hits.
You mean as far as monetarily?
It'll make money. It'll be
Solo bombed. Solo did not.
Did it really? Did it really?
Solo did not make money. Solo is the only Star Wars movie that lost money in the theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I stand corrected.
This won't lose.
I don't know, man. I just wanted to be like. It just sucks.
I think anyone who thinks this movie's going to make $1 billion or over $1 billion should go to the hospital and check.
But I also think that this is going to be like a Fantastic Four, where there's the hype for it, but then it's like the people that normally would see this, I'm going to see it on Disney Plus.
Right. Especially now, especially today with
Fantastic Four didn't do bad. I think it made like 500 million.
Didn't do great.
Probably. I don't know if it'll make money or break even, but.
Yeah, it'll do well on streaming.
5-6 years ago, that would have been a guaranteed hit.
Right.
So I think in the same situation with Mandalorian.
Yeah, maybe. That was a PTA with the Rain of Frogs for no particular reason in the middle, right? I remember liking it, but don't think I've ever seen it in college. You're talking about the one with Magnolia? Yeah.
Magnolia, yeah.
It was no particular, there was a reason to see the movie. I don't want to ruin it, but there's certainly a reason for it. Reason why.
What's your favorite PTA's film? I'm sorry.
Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights.
Me too.
RC, what I don't like about the DCU is there's no build up to the heroes or villains. I feel like Gunn just expects us all to care, a little too cartoony. I can see after the first movie thinking that, and and the other thing there was not a week you could keep me away from the TV when Peacemaker season 1 came out. I am not running back to the television to watch that show.
Dude, I am with you, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not, and I don't when I watch it.
I don't know why I'm feeling this way, because aside from episode 3, I get done watching it. I'm like, okay, all right.
It shows you where I am, my mindset. Remember, I just told you I'm more like, so right now, like we're getting the links for documentaries and stuff for Critics' Choice. And I watched a few documentaries. I watched a documentary on the forming of Led Zeppelin, which I really liked. I watched this thing about the Little League World Series. That was really cool. I watched this really cool documentary about the skateboarding kind of craze in New York City back in the late 90s or early 90s rather.
Yeah, I get you, man.
And like that to me was way more intriguing. And I was like, should I watch? And I started watching a little Peacemaker. This is fun. And then I found myself watching another documentary. I'm just not locked into it the way that I was before. And I don't know if it's not a DC thing. It's just like in general, I think I might be falling into a lot of the majority public where you really got to impress me with the comic book movie stuff to really get me invested right now. Nathan Drake. I loved Weapons until the Gladys reveal. She wasn't scared of me. She looked so goofy. That final chase was something on a Benny Hill sketch. I did like the running around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got a kick out of it. But do you feel the same way that Nathan did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Put that to Benny Hill music and it's awesome.
Sure.
But I did love it. I thought it was great.
The best Benny Hill music ever, if you guys want to give yourselves the best treat of your life, is type in Benny Hill Obi-Wan series. It's the best. Have you seen that, Mike?
No.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, no, yes. The Obi-Wan, yes.
When Leia's running away from Flea, and the other was it is the best. And it is so fitting. So fitting. Okay, we're at 25. You got a shot here, Mike? You think?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. All right, let's see. Well, right now we got 25, and here's one from Alexander Wilson. Don't forget that when you film in the UK gives you back 25.5% of what you spend. So these budgets are so high because they try to code every expense like royalties, get that 25.5 back. It's a great point. So if you're shooting out in UK and you get the money back, you're not really losing it because you're getting a lot of it back. So maybe. Not bad. That's a good point. What do you think, Mike?
Not bad. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it's a good poll. Supervash. Stay 5 days a week. I love listening to you, Roxy, John, at 12 p.m. going right into camp. I look, you guys tune into the freaking. You guys clearly hear it today, but like, you know, if I could do another show tomorrow and there's 200 people watching, I'm doing a live show when I could be doing a reaction or something else or a review or something. It doesn't make a lot of sense to do 5 days a week, but we'll see. I haven't made any decisions yet. Okay. Next one. Unheard Sirens Incorporated. Mike sounds like Drunk Uncle from Saturday Night Live today. I'm pretty sure it's J-Pop Demon Slayer. Did you say that?
Yeah, I don't know.
J-Pop?
Hey, take me off for a second. I got to run real quick, grab something.
Don't lie. You got to take a piss. That's what you just wrote.
Yeah, dude. So let's go. I'm going to piss my pants.
Okay, so don't lie. You guys got to take a piss. Loser. All right, so yeah, loser. Nathan Drake, get Sweeney in the Baywatch show, right, Mike? Of course, right as he runs to take a piss. I'll let him know about that. So let's see. We've got right now 25. Please surprise Mike when he comes back from his piss. I want to be like, guess what? We're at 50. Yeah, see, look at this. So, Matt, you want him to win? Let's do it. Let's get some questions here from Mike, please. Connor Mullis. Mike, I think you might be my real dad. I gotta show Mike this. He's running away. I gotta show him. Okay. Again, 25 so far. Mike Cat. Ever seen the original Kong vs. Godzilla from 1963? No, but I probably should. I probably should. I haven't seen it so long. We got a new member, Legend. MM600. Thank you, Legend. Good to have you, as always. Go Pal. Still, every time I hear The Long Walk, I think Dread. You do? Yeah, I understand. Okay, let's see. Next one after that. Okay, we have. Again, thank you, everybody. Go Pal again. Dread, meaning Stallone. I saw that's old school. That's real old school. Booze. I thought Mark Hamill was Brian Cox for 10 minutes. That's fair. Totally fair. Legend, M600, try a Seattle dog. They rock. Go Mariners, stop that. But I do, I'd like to, I heard Seattle's got great food. Great food. Go Pal. Holland concussion is better than Ford broken leg. Yeah, well, especially the fact that Holland's not even 30 years old yet, is he? And Harrison was pretty old when that happened. So, yeah, of course. It takes a lot longer to heal when you're older. I don't think Mike's pissing. I think he's taking a dump. Right? Look at him. The hell is he? He's taking a dump. Do you think Penix is a NFL quarterback? When we played Atlanta last year, look, he was working really hard to throw the ball every time. I don't have enough game tape, man. Honestly, like I tried to tune into the Giants game. I can't. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend I'm as locked in as I used to be on it. But is he coming back? That's got to be a dump. He can't be gone that long. He's ripping it. Go Pal. How is it individual affiliates can opt out? What do you mean? I'm not sure. Let me know. What do you mean? Okay. Let's see. After that, we've got GoPal, who you just okay here. Boogie Nights was the first DVD I bought with my player. This tray, wasn't working, and my friends disassembled and fixed it so we could watch the movie that night. See, those are good friends. It's one of the best movies ever. Love that movie. Such a great movie. Love that movie. It is. That one I got to find if there's anybody on my channel. Can I ask you this question because we're good friends?
That what?
You took a dump just now.
No, dude, did you? I drank 4 of these in the hour and a half we've been on. I give a Guinness Book of World Records for the longest piss. I've done this before once before.
It was so long. I thought it was a dump.
No, if I can't do that. I have to sit and relax on those. I can't just I can't go and get up like quick. I need to relax.
GoPal's throwing some support. Someone said that you're their real dad, and somebody else said that Sydney Sweeney should be in Baywatch, and then you would watch.
Yeah, are you kidding me? So my nuts with water.
You're big Sydney Sweeney fan, huh?
You know something, dude? I don't know what it is about her. I'm not really a blonde guy, and I kind of like. I prefer ethnic girls to white American girls.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about her, though, man. There is a. I don't know. That girl's got. She's got the riz. She got the riz, as the kids say.
Shouldn't do it for me, but I understand. I think, but I
normally wouldn't. But there's just
what I'll tell you.
There's a dirtiness to her.
Okay, I think she looks phenomenal in that Christy Martin movie.
Which one is that?
It's about the boxing movie.
Oh, well, you said she looks fantastic,
as far as acting.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm excited to see that because I really like. I mean, it seems completely different. She's going against type, and man, I'll see that.
GoPal network affiliates can choose not to air Kimmel. I think some already said that they're not going to.
Well, I had heard about that whole thing. Did you hear? There's in his contract if the affiliates don't want to run it, like that main one that's going right now.
Yeah,
in his contract, they can give it to other affiliates that don't have it. Yeah, it's a
whole thing. It's gonna be one of the most viewed episodes definitely tonight, and then it's gonna be.
Insane.
But here's the thing. But it's gonna. This is what's gonna happen. He's gonna have crazy ratings this week. He's gonna have viral clips all over the damn place, and then in a week, people are gonna be talking about something else.
Of course.
Yeah. GoPal. Last time it was like that they didn't want an integrated cast on Sesame Street. Oh my God, was that? How long ago was that? Crazy. Legend layered with cream cheese and grilled onions. Oh, that's the hot dog. That'll make that
cream cheese on a hot dog.
That would definitely put you in the bathroom at a number 2.
What's the matter with you guys? Cream cheese on a hot dog?
Might get 29 today. What are you gonna do?
Jesus, what are you gonna do? Things happen.
What are you gonna do? So
they don't want to see you. That's what it is.
They didn't want to see me. They lied. But either way, we had a good show today. It was nice to have you on the show as always. Tell us where to go to find you being as offensive as possible on Twitter.
People love going to Twitter to find me being offensive. So go for it. Go for it, man. Go for it.
Perfect. All right. Thank you guys for being here on the show today. A big 29 on the episode. Well, I'll be back tomorrow for sure. And then Thursday will be Steph. Friday, Winston and Chris Carr back for Capes. So thank you for being here. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Go to the Clips channel, everybody. Appreciate you very, very much. That's it. Peace out, everybody. Bye.